Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. We are here for a very last late live stream on a Saturday night. So hopefully over the next couple minutes, some people will hop into chat. We can have some conversation. We're going to do some summons here. We're going to push into chapter 37, trying to continue to make progression in here. We are not going to have a live stream tomorrow. It is actually my son's birthday party, so we are not going to have a live stream tomorrow. So again, late night, last minute live stream, guys. We got Lazarus and Brian here. So we're going to go ahead. Like I said, we're going to knock out some summons on here. We're just going to chill on a Saturday night, have a beer, got a Corona right here. Just try to make some more progression. We got Brandon and Sam as well. So with the events that are going on right now, today is actually the last day, I believe, to pick up some more of the resources out of here. I think we're pretty much done out of here. We've still been focused on powering level. That's why we're picking up our crates of EXP. A lot of people said that there was no reason to go ahead and pick up those crates of EXP, but I'm literally already out of EXP, guys. It only took me the course of, I think, 2 days. After 2 days, we were already out of EXP, which is kind of crazy. Because a lot of people, again, with the Noble Society, we took the EXP as well. I knew that we were going to focus on the power level, and we've actually gotten pretty lucky here with the summons. We're on floor 44 already, guys. So we've gotten a lot of resources out of here. Oh, thank you, guys. Yeah, he is 5. So he just turned 5, guys. And look at that. First one again. I opened up all of my resources. I'm trying to stockpile and continue leveling. Still need the essence. Essence has been the wall, guys. Look at that. Second chest again. That's getting crazy. I almost all of them have I've almost hit the very first floor on all of them. And now, of course, now that I said something, it's going to take me a couple more keys. Last one, guys. Boom. So we are out of keys, but that gives us 86 of our dragon fruit, so we can pick up 20 more chests. Still trying to max out Atalia. She is very close. Why do you auto search? Liam, it was just easy. It's a lot easier, especially when you have a lot of keys, just to do the auto search. I just go through. We've actually done a lot of tests with this type of system between the auto search and between just the manual search. For some reason, the auto search seems like it's a lot better. Even there, we went through 47 floors. So definitely made a ton of progression in here. Remember, 47 floors, that's a ton of loot. That is an absolute insane amount of loot. Lyrical Exploration, we do have to do all of our summoning quests here to go ahead and get a couple more heroes. And then, of course, we do have the Labyrinth boss as well. Big give back. We finally hit 250 tickets today, meaning that over the next 2 days, so 2 days, we're going to get our 50% discount. We're going to be able to either pick this chest, which I would really advise either picking up the twins, picking up Mortis out of here, or just going in with either the engraving mats or going in with the red chest, guys. Either one of those would be really solid. A lot of players have said they went for the elite stones. I wouldn't choose that, and definitely not the hero choice chest for this one, but definitely the celestial or hypogens. I haven't been very lucky. Yeah, I just got Atalia. Atalia went to, I believe, Mythic Plus. So we got her to Mythic Plus right here, guys. I built out her signature item. Need a couple more, and we'll actually have her up to a plus 30 signature item. And I'm saving all my resources. I'm stockpiling all of my engraving resources right now to continue to build her. I want to completely max her out, which we're able to do pretty quick. So, yeah. The engraving mats, the pole coins, that's what a lot of people are looking in there. Ultimately, the pole coins, though, you do get a considerable amount of pole coins every single day, which is the reason. But look at this, guys. We pulled 2 of the 8-hour chests out of there, so it gave us 8 chests. Guys, that's 3,000 essence out of there. Same with the EXP. We did 1 pull. That is 13 million. And again, we go back to just needing essence. I believe when we did our live stream last week, we were on I want to say 468. If you guys remember 468, I think that's where we were. I'm at 471 now. Just waiting on essence. I want to push this to 500. 500 is the goal. That's exactly what I'm trying to hit right now. I'm taking my crystal level to 500. So when the Abyssal Expedition comes out, I can have that many more levels. Same with the Heroes of Esperia. I can have that many more levels as we continue to progress through here. All right, so let's get into the summon. Since we used all of our coins, we have, boom, 8 Elite Hero Stones. Last time we pulled a copy of Titus, which was cool. We also pulled, I believe, a copy of Granite as well. So we still need Granite. We still need, I believe, with 2 more summons for Morrow, and we'll be good. Oh yeah, Atalia, guys. Atalia, if you guys do not know, Atalia is actually the strongest PvP hero that we have. So the priority of looking at a PvP list, actually a player versus player list, most players always favor and always build out Atalia first. Atalia for engraving, Atalia for the signature item, Atalia with the furniture. She is super strong, guys, with the ability to counter and pretty much destroy whatever enemy you put her on. Makes a big difference when it comes to the PvP. All right, guys, so 8 stones here. Boom, we get, oh, there is Zekis, guys. Look at that. Last time we got Titus with an unlock. This one, we get a copy of Zekis, so free 100 diamonds there. Very cool. He is in the heroic ship, meaning we're going to get free loot just by summoning him. But let's see, double Pharrell, not too bad there. Got a copy of Leica, a copy of Santrana, and a copy of Damon with Zekis. So nothing but really good pulls there. That's pretty cool to see him unlock like that. We got 560 here. Boom, we'll go ahead and use those. Got some more fodder. I've been actually taking all of my fodder and retiring a lot of them in here, guys. I retired some more heroes out of here to actually redeem. I bought all of the stones out, and I bought almost all of my Twisted Tree Juice. So the Twisted Essence I bought out of here. I'm saving up for the last one so we can go ahead and just build that out. We want to build all this out. And again, I'm sacrificing some of my rare heroes or my legendary tier heroes to go ahead and build them out, guys, which is cool. All right, so a couple summons again. I think we need 2 more copies of Morrow. Right there he is. We have 2 right there. So desired hero summons, we need 2 copies of Morrow is what we're looking for. We're going to save those to the last ones. I'm going to switch this to Lightbearer, and we got 2 pulls here, so we need 2 copies of Morrow. That's what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for 2 copies of Morrow, which would be awesome to see. First one just gives us some rares. Pull number 2, just some rares. So we do have some regular scrolls as well. And I'm hoping we can pull 1 copy of him. That would be kind of ideal. Or we might not pull any elites at all. And that would be kind of crazy. All right, little bit of emblems there. There's an elite. Is it going to be Morrow? It is Hendrik. So close. All right, so that didn't give us anything out of there, guys, but there's the 2 copies of Morrow. Since we only have 10 days left, 13,000 diamonds, I'm going to hopefully not have to spend all of these diamonds to pull him. Pull number 1 gives us a copy. We just need 1 more copy of Morrow, guys, and we will have him ascended, and we will have that picture. That avatar frame will be unlocked. Pull number 2, there's Morrow, guys. Very nice. Boom. So that takes Morrow up to Ascended, guys. So go ahead, we'll build them out. We'll see what other copies we got. So that takes Falks. Looks like Falks is going to 5 stars, which is going to be perfect because he's going to be solid fusion material for Leonardo da Vinci. That is coming pretty soon. How many of you guys were just absolutely shocked that we got Leonardo da Vinci? I did not think that was coming at all for a dimensional hero. All right, so here we have Walker. Guys, that is the only hero that we have left. We have Walker right there. Once he is built, that will be done. Only need 3 more copies of Walker, and he will be done. On the Maulers, we have K-Sauce, but we're saving for Granite. So since we pulled our 2 copies of Maro in there, we're saving everything for Granite. He is going to be the next one built. If you guys haven't used Granite, I haven't built in the Mauler account. We got him to Ascended. We got him to that plus 30 signature item. He is actually very awesome with the plus 30 signature item. Makes a very big difference when it comes to the team comps and how he works with the survivability. Here, again, we have all of the heroes maxed out, guys. So we're just accumulating food. Really, at this point, waiting to see, because we have Tassie and we have Namora maxed out, which there's Tassie. Where is Namora? There's Namora. Tassie and Namora. So we can actually just use double copies there. And again, we've just been kind of just saving legendary food. Once the shop resets, if I still have 3 down here, I'll sacrifice one of them within the rickety cart. And the same here. We just got a double copy of Pharrell right there. And they are all maxed out. We actually need, what, 4 or 5 more stars, guys. And every single Greyborn will be 5 stars at that point, which is awesome. Very awesome to see. And then again, we're building out Atalia, and we got our free copy right there of Zykus. So that was awesome. Yeah, I thought the same, Brandon, when I seen it. I was like, really? I'm like, Leonardo da Vinci? That, to me, yeah, it just came out of left field, just like that, Alexander. I was like, really? What are we building here? Leonardo da Vinci? But we'll have to see. On the test server, I did test him out for a little bit. Seems pretty solid. I do like his build. I like how he gets out of danger and he actually runs away. There's our avatar frame, guys. And I don't think we have any more for the Noble Society, but we might have gotten a reward up here. Max Ascended with all the Bounty Hunters heroes. So we're definitely getting there. And I think this one we just have the Fabled Realm to do, which we do. Grotesque Mage is up. Not a big one on fighting the Mage. So we got 5,000 here, guys. We're still looking for Athalia. 2 pulls with cards and 5,000 diamonds, which is awesome. Yeah, that's what I heard. Lazarus was he is very, very broken. In the Mauler Tower, who would I recommend? Kren. Absolutely build out Kren, guys. If you guys do not know, Kren is super broke in the Mauler Tower, especially if you build him out with his furniture. Looking at most of the formations within the Mauler Tower, Granite is going to be a awesome addition, but most of these right there, Kren, 424 million damage, everybody's running Kren, and everybody is running Kren for all of these formations, guys, and just destroying the Mauler Tower with Kren all by himself. Most of them are literally just, he's the only one standing. Kren for the Mauler Tower, guys. Can't even, it's crazy how strong he is in the Mauler Tower. Lilith needs to make a new double-dimensional collab. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the double dimensionals just because, especially if you have to save up resources, 2 dimensionals are really pushing it. 1 dimensional we can always handle. 2 dimensionals, like I said, it is really pushing the envelope on the things you have to save. If they're going to do that, they need to let us redeem for the shards. I really feel like they need to let us redeem for the shard pieces just in our bag versus trying to manage your resources that you're getting and making sure you're not capping and they're not all sitting just in the bank, honestly. All right, guys, so we've got 3 pulls. Still looking for Athalia here. Pull number 1 gives us not too bad. 3 rare cards, got some resources, and of course some mythic gear. Pull number 2 gives us some more resources. I'd love to see some diamonds or a copy of Athalia, but it's 3 more Stargazer pulls that are out of the way, guys. Double elite cards, even though we didn't get Athalia. Got double elite cards, which is pretty good. So let's see if we pull anything good out of there. So another 1,000 there. Love the Stargazer for resources. Hate the Stargazer for arena cards. There we go. A little more food with Ira. A little more food there. So we got a lot. We have a lot of food. It's definitely accumulating. Like I said, when Walker's done, that is completely done as well. That will be done, and I believe we can get our rewards chest here. But I think with our chest, we should be able to still trying to power level this account. That's where we're going. We'll grab 2 of these. And I believe that will do it for Atalia, guys. Should give us enough. There we go, guys. Plus 30 signature item. Just have to build her up a little bit. Big thing between her plus 20 and plus 30. Right here, enemies that attack Atalia, but now enemies injured by Atalia. That's the big difference between these two. Now when she does damage to enemies, they will bleed out, making her super, super strong, which is awesome. For Dolphins, up 2-dimensional is good, but obviously free to play. Yeah, that's the problem, Brandon, is when you get 2 dimensionals together, very hard free to play. Again, to manage those resources, it's really difficult, especially on my free to play account. When Albedo was up with Ions, again, trying to manage that, it is pretty tough. It's pretty tough to ensure that you have enough resources in there to actually get it done. All right, guys, so I set the teams in here. We're just going to go ahead and run with it. I'll answer whatever questions you guys got going on. But like I said, we're just going to try the teams in here. I want to run them. I know we're making at least, hopefully 1 stage, 2 stages through here to continue our progression. All Negrez combination in here is just dynamite, guys. The team formation here, look at that. Oden, 427 million damage. Boom, 427 million. That's insane. Even Grez, 223. You're already building Grez for the Twisted Realm, so why not use them in a formation? This one is kind of unique. We have Brutus, Rowan, running with Raku and Mahira, and then of course Laika. Laika, I want to do some engraving after Athalia. I'm getting her to at least the plus 30 engraving, so we get the bigger boost off the very beginning, which is awesome. I don't like the Stargazer. I haven't used it. Yeah, Brian, the Stargazer is really just a game of numbers. Honestly, it is just the more times you do it, the more luck you're going to have. It is just strictly a game of sheer numbers. Do I think Da Vinci is worth $50? Honestly, I do, just because I know when you look at the amount of resources that it costs to redeem for Da Vinci and the time, because essentially you can't use them for the first, I believe, 53 days. Putting up the $50 to not have to manage my resources every single day, I like it. I really don't mind it. I think it's a good price point. I feel like the $100 is way too high, but the $50 I feel is doable. I feel it is doable. This one, of course, we have a Flora stage, which we know that can be kind of trying at times. But I'm hoping if we can get lucky with Merlin with his ultimate ability, and Ainz, of course, with his ult, to try to bring down Flora a little bit early, which we got it done there. Very nice. The new IO Gold, will it be permanent? So right now, Brandon, they're saying that it is temporary. So I don't know if it's going to be something. It would be cool if they made it permanent, if you could build up the Isle of Gold. I even think in the same way with the Isle of Gold event, if they did something like that for guilds, I thought it would be really cool to see something like that, something similar to the Isle of Gold when it comes to guilds and being able to build almost like a tower defense, I would say. I think it would be interesting to see. I'm free to play at chapter 24. That's good, Liam. You are getting there every day, guys. It's a little bit further, which here we just need. There we go. Iran got the dodge on Athalia. Got it done. Very nice. Yeah, Truba did mention that somewhere they'll be making it more frequent or permanent in AF. Yeah, I don't know if they're either going to, Brandon, keep recycling it, kind of like they do with the Misty Valley, if it's going to be something that we're going to see on a recycled basis, or I don't know, again, if it's something they're going to make permanent. I think it would be pretty cool if it was something they did permanent, just because of how much resources you get out of there, guys. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy the amount of resources that you pull out of there. I was shocked. A lot of people, again, going into the event didn't like it at all. Coming out of the event, most people absolutely loved it. Sports champion, that is a dumb thing to say. P2P players don't care much about the resources, free to play. Well, the big thing, Robert, with the even the pay to win accounts, is the resources make a really big difference when you're doing levels. That's really the big thing. Regardless of how much money you put into the game, there's a stopping point when it comes to resources due to levels. You have to have levels, and I think Atalia got it done there, guys. Sidilax, we borrowed his Atalia to go ahead and finish out Isabella. So there is 37-12. Boom, another stage is done. Yeah, that's my exact thought, Lazarus, is the resources you spend for him, it's expensive. It is expensive if you're going to just buy him or if you're going to save the resources. Because pretty much you put everything on hold. And that's really the big thing, is when you got to save the resources to go ahead and build Leonardo da Vinci or getting Leonardo da Vinci, you pretty much put everything else on hold. And same thing I do with my free-to-play accounts. You put everything on hold. So that's really what they do. What do you think of the new PvP comp? Leica, Solrath, Zafriel, Lorzan, and Respin? Yeah, Abdullah, I've seen that, and it actually does work super well. If you guys haven't seen the PvP formations, that's one that has popped up everywhere when it comes to PvP. The one, oh, look, we made it to the Legends Championship. I didn't even realize that it was today. So there we go. So we are in there, guys, but Champion Hall. Everybody keeps seeing the Respin right there, Respin Kren. But a couple different formations, but Granite has appeared in every formation as well, which is pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty cool to see Granite's actually falling into PvP comps, and players are using Granite, which is awesome. But yeah, Abdullah, I've seen that formation a couple times, and it seems like a lot of people are running it, especially if they have the engraving. So the engraving is really, I think, a big part of that. But it's cool to see the new teams. Yeah, that's my thought, Brandon. So if you look at a lot of games that are very successful, I mean, even think of Lilith Games, and look at Rise of Kingdoms. Rise of Kingdoms is very cooperative. If you want to really win in Rise of Kingdoms, you have to be really in tune with everybody else. The guilds make the game within that. When you look at this, they don't focus on the guild. I really think they would draw in, and they could keep a lot more players if they built a strong guild aspect into AFK Arena. I think it would make a difference. I think a lot of players, again, would stay, and a lot of players would, I guess, find the game more rewarding to be able to accomplish things at a guild level, which it might just be me, but I think it would be really cool to see them do more with guilds. That's what I would love to see. Which I think here we might have to go with our 5-pole because we're kind of getting destroyed with the Eins comp. It's kind of weird sometimes with Prince. Sometimes he'll get his CC off early and everything just kind of clicks. Then other times I feel like he just uses the recall ability the whole entire time and he doesn't do anything in there. Let's try Ezio. See, that first little spot's just getting destroyed. Not that they have so much already, just the quality is low, that it has little. Yeah, a lot of players, which if you follow Reddit, if you follow a couple other places, a lot of team comps or a lot of players will not even use the dimensionals, the celestials, the hypogens. They're running the straight 4 factions, and a lot of players still do very well with running the straight 4 factions, just like we've always had from pretty much from the beginning, they're running those factions, and it works well. So let's try the 5 pull here. I think it'll work a little more. I think they're pretty squishy, especially if we can get Lucy in there. Lucy, I just got to the 60 engraving, guys. 604 million damage. Kind of crazy. What's going on, Pixel? Haven't seen you in forever. Wow, I don't know the last time you were in a live stream. Could you check the Atalia damage for me? Which fight, Brian? The last, I think it was probably the last one that we were in. All right, so again, we're going to run the same teams. We're running all Maulers here, guys, or versus all Maulers. But Oden, look at him. If they just let him up here free range cast, he destroys everybody so fast. It's crazy to see. Antandra just took him out, though. But it's kind of crazy how much damage he can put up and how fast he puts up damage. Even there, Grez is getting all of his minions up. Hopefully the shields can get broke. Got her. Look at that. 731 million damage. Look at Grez, guys, putting in the work. Wow. And we only have our tree on level 25, so we could definitely make him a lot stronger than he is here. But 731 million damage in that one. That is crazy. First time on the stream. Well, thanks for joining us. I love doing the streams. Like I said, guys, tomorrow we have a birthday party, so there won't be any stream for tomorrow. Odin was so underrated. Well, the big thing, Brandon, if you look back, Odin got reworked. So Isabella got reworked. Odin got reworked. That's the big difference with the hero now. When they got the rework. It's kind of crazy how strong they got after the rework, but ultimately, that is what happens, guys. Who else we got here? We got a Flora comp there. Let's see if we can win it with the same team. I'm just wondering if we can get a little bit... Wow. Seems like a very slow build here for our team. I usually only spend lab coins and guild coins for singular dimensional, since I'd rather use challenger tokens for Aziz and hero coins. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, Brandon. The thing is, if you don't have enough, a lot of players, if you buy anything, I know a lot of players love the challenger store and everything you get out of there. But it really depends on what resources you have, how often you play. There's a lot of things. Just like when you build teams out of here, guys, there's a lot of variations. There's a lot of different ways you can build it in different times when your account needs different things, essentially. And this one, I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get through, especially with Flora. But we'll try it. I'm not even sure this one, especially with Gwen over here, we're going to have to change a lot of these formations up. I really don't think they're going to work. And I've been utilizing, if you guys don't know, guys, they have the AFK Helper is a very cool website. A lot of players have actually started utilizing it. And I wondered if I can just burst them down. Probably not because of Tassie. See, they're completely stacked up. And I know Lucy has the damage through the roof. Yeah, when they reworked Odin, guys, that is really what broke it, I guess. When they broke Odin. Let's try this team. Thorin's usually pretty good. It's usually a pretty good, pretty quick comp. But I'm not sure about Atalia in this one. Pippa just falls over. But just had Grez on that one, so it might be viable. I mean, this one could be viable. I think we can get it to work. We'll take a little bit. What do you recommend to build in the Elder Tree? I'm building Ranger Mage Support. Yeah, that's about the way that most players build it. There is a specific Elder Tree guide on what to build when. I guess is kind of how they look at it. Specifically, what to build when, just based on the secondary stat they have. What if we can just? Wondering if we could get that bleed up on Tassie. And try not to get the banishes quick. Which Thorin's got to alt to make this work. I got Oden to 5 stars, who's one of my main teams. Yeah, Brian, absolutely. Oden is just a monster, guys. Build Oden for the Graveborn. He's probably one of the top, if not the top hero to build within the Graveborn. He does that well. So let's do. I usually use Kelthar, which I borrowed a Kelthar too. But Thorin is getting charmed. And again, just down to Grez. How long? Streams are usually about an hour. We usually run the streams for about an hour. I know it's a little late right now to do the streams, but yeah, I mean usually an hour is normal. So even there, we got Kelthar's getting banished on this one. And you'll learn to hate Florophytes if you're not to Florophytes yet. And you'll learn to hate Tassie. Tassie's one of the most hated support heroes when you have to fight her because of the multiple forms, either the sleep or the banish. Both of them can just wreak havoc on a team. And they do. And they do pretty quick. Let's see, where's my Kelthar? Just because I know what he's wearing. Rowan is the only light bearer to have at plus 30. Yeah, Rowan definitely a plus 30. You can also do Morrow. A lot of people are doing Morrow. I know there was some concern, I guess, with his plus 30 signature item, but a lot of people have kind of went back and forth. The plus 30 can add a little bit of RNG, but depending on the heroes that are left, it can still work. That's why most players have said, just go ahead and build it. And I did. I'll take Morrow to a plus 30. And here I actually have to build Kelthar. He's one. You know what? Let's go back. I don't think we did. So we finished that stage, but we didn't do any summons with our furniture. I need the 3 of 9 for Kelthar. So a lot of players were saying when it comes to Kelthar, if you haven't built him out, and most players do not have him built, is this 3 of 9 makes a very big difference. So Kelthar is able to proactively trigger the ability Retaliation when the ability Ethereal Resurgence is in effect. This allows him to do a considerable amount of damage with this Retaliation ability. So I want to make him a little stronger. And even as 9 of 9 does the cooldown. So I definitely want to build him out a little bit more than he's built. I want to see him. So we'll do some furniture summons. What other games have I tried out? I've tried out quite a few. I've tried out quite a few other mobile games. If you guys haven't checked out my second channel, the NFT games, I'm really waiting for Alluvium to come out. We played some Splinterlands. Played a couple different games that we've kind of tried out kind of here and there. Nothing really stuck. Still waiting for Alluvium. If you guys don't know, guys, Alluvium, the NFT game, is just going to be absolutely crazy. So wishlist still stays the same. We have Atalia in here. We already have 3 pieces for her. We have none for Zolrath. We have Kelthar, and we have Namora in there as well. So we'll hopefully pull a couple of mythic pieces and get some furniture out of here, guys. Still got to get Merlin to his 9 of 9, which will make a big impact on the amount of damage that the team takes. Which there's a piece for Hodgkin. I think that might be his first one. We haven't got too lucky with his furniture either. Definitely build Oden to T3 gear. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like I said earlier, Oden is one of the heroes, guys, you want to max out. He is that strong. Yeah, honestly, he is that strong. All right, so we'll do our old furniture sell back. Might be enough for one more summon. Oh, with 8 left over. And it is a mythic. And it is a piece for Merlin. Very nice. So I believe that gives him 4. That gives him 5. So not too bad. Not too bad there. So we got 3 pieces here, which again, we could finish out on Tundra. But I'm going to save them because I want Atalia or I want Merlin. I want either of those. Atalia, ideally, to get to that 9 of 9 furniture. Once we get her up to Ascended, I would love to be able to just max her out when we build her up. And I think out of the event, we get a couple of chests out of here. These events, and I love the chests that they give out of here. Not including the crazy amount of resources, but look at all these chests, guys. And it's going to be a free copy of Wukong. Out of the chest, I would definitely prioritize getting Wukong, just because he's another copy you don't have to build or you don't have to buy to go ahead and use it. That would be my ideal. So even here, guys, Pokecoins, you can buy them. These you get kind of regularly. Both of those you can buy out of the shop. Red chest, really the only choice out of the chest of wishes. So 21 more. It's not too bad there. And let's see, we get a tier 1 stone. We get some more gear. Graveborn, so not too bad overall. All right. So we're just going to go ahead, same as the other stage, guys. Just going to kind of let it run. Graveborn Healer, Surge. Yes, absolutely, Pixel. What's going on, Amin? When the Graveborns came out, remember, we waited forever. We waited forever for a Graveborn hero, guys. And then we finally got it with Silas. And then shortly after, we got Desira. So very cool to see both of the heroes that came out of the Graveborn faction. And they're both pretty good. I mean, they're both pretty decent when it comes to their abilities, their skills and abilities. Both of them are pretty good. What's going on, Idris? Doing great. Tried AFK Helper, but every team is with Dura's Colin, Alna. Yeah, there's a lot in there, Zeno, that I found, and a lot of them are Thorin. A ton of what I seen in there was Thorin as well, for formations, which it gets kind of crazy, but yeah, a lot of them were Thorin comps. Does Leica's plus 20 SI continually active when she dies, or is it like other, well, Leica is alive? Leica's plus 20. Let's take a look at it real quick. I don't want to pull out of the formation. So yeah, raises damage by 0.2 for every point of accuracy an ally has. This, I believe, is only for her. It is only for Leica. Raising her damage. It doesn't, an ally has, which is these are dodge rating target. That's interesting, for every point that an ally has. Huh. If anybody knows, let me know. That I'm not too sure, because most effects, if Leica dies, it'll go with her. But I had always thought this was just on her, which is the way that I understood it with Leica, which it might be. Which artifact should go on Damon? So really one of 2 artifacts should go on Damon. One is the waistband. If you're using Damon to tank, the waistband is really the artifact you want to use. A lot of players do run Damon with the call. Just for the simple fact, running with the call allows him to ult faster. Ult faster gets up the rotation on the blood shield. So a lot of people will get the haste out of the call just to go ahead and build up the ultimate ability faster. Yep, Brandon hit it right there. Who do I recommend for the Scrag Invade? The Scrag Invade, I like Titus in the Scrag Invade team comp. Titus, I think, does really well. On Tundra, if you have her built, Kren does awesome, because remember, you're pushing the heroes back right into Kren's traps, and Kren is going to benefit from those. The rest of them, I mean, Cetrana, depending on the team, because she can negate heal and energy. Sophia, I wouldn't recommend, because you're not really going to have many people stay here. A lot of players do run Nemitsu with that team, just for the support and haste aspect of it. But there's a lot of different ones you can run. Yeah, Screg works. Anyone, again, who's going to go to that enemy side can really benefit from the invade team. And Wukong's another one that's a little, sometimes a little dicey to deal with. Again, I didn't go through these teams with AFK Helper, which we could just bring it up and take a look at what they've been doing here. Yeah, Titus, Estrilda, Cecilia. Yeah, Morel. You have to make the heroes work. So Titus will work with the CC. Titus doesn't do the most damage though. Estrilda will be a little bit of buff with the Screg Invade, but ultimately I don't know if that'll work with that variation. Most of them keep it all Maulers, which is what we've seen a lot of. I wonder if here we could do Rose, if we could drop out. Let me try Rose. So this is a combination we've ran too with the Mahira comp. We might even throw Khazard in this one. See Gwen in the back. We might have to do something about Gwen. Which again, guys, I didn't build out any of these formations. We built them out for the first team, which we got the first boss stage done. So I'm not sure about these teams. Yeah, Lazarus, absolutely. I want to get Merlin to want to get 9 of 9 to Merlin. Absolutely. See you later, Lazarus. I have Screg, Kren, and Titus build. Not sure to fill the last 2 spots. Nemitsu Idris is good in there. He will work. So a lot of people do run the Screg Invade with Nemitsu just because of the random totemness in there. Zafriel does awesome with the Screg Invade team because he provides a lot of crowd control and he provides a lot of damage within that team. So he can definitely work in the Screg Invade team. There's a couple of heroes. You can work. How much of a difficulty jump is Hard Lab? I just unlocked it for the reset. Most of the time, Suzanne, you cannot go right into the Hard Lab. The Hard Lab will destroy you, even with my free-to-play account. I'm not sure what chapter you're in or how far you are. Yeah, if your Damon is 160, everyone else is 120. Even though the Hard Lab is based on your power, you're going to get destroyed because some of the heroes, if you go in there and you can't use Graveworn, you're not going to be able to do it. I did not do the Hard Lab for probably, I'd say about a month after it was out, just for the simple fact I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do it. I knew there was no way that I could get the Hard Lab done. Let me see. Let me hop over to AFK Helper and we'll see what they got to say about this. So stage 16. Let's pull up what we got here. So team 2, it looks like they're using Alnagress, or they're using Lucy for the first one, which I'm gonna have to take a look at this. So it looks like they used Alnagress on the second one. They pulled Lucy in for the first one. That's right. I still have Queen in here. I'm still trying to get Queen to work, I guess. I like the hero. I like her skills and abilities. Just trying to get her to work. I really want. What's going on, Lucas? You could probably finish in Susanna. Yeah, and it, like I said, it's hard. The first time I did the hard mode lab, as free to play, super difficult, guys. It did take a considerable amount of time to get it done because of the heroes. The heroes you're lacking. See, even here, they used, this was the team they used Alnagress for. I think we might just have to look at some RNG and see what we do. So pretty interesting. I wonder if... See, I don't think the cheese would work here. I'm wondering if this would work. I'm just hopping over, checking out AFK Helper on my second screen to look at it. Quit the game since 2017 and the game has changed a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Fat. The game has changed. The game has changed literally night and day from when I started to now. It's crazy to see how far the game's come, honestly. When the game came out, there were no signature items, no engraving, there was no furniture bonuses. It was super basic when the game came out. And like I said, to see what it is now, it's kind of insane to see exactly what this game has become. It's very cool to see. I was hoping the Prince of Persia might do something here. He's actually pretty good when he does the gets these chain stuns off, but I don't know if he's going to do enough damage in here. See, he's not going to do enough to take down our army of Wukongs. Make sure to try the Garrison and Ainz from... Yeah, if you guys don't know, guys, the Garrison, absolutely go for Ainz. He should be your #1 priority out of the Garrison. He is that strong, guys. He is single-handedly the most broken hero that we've ever seen come to AFK Arena. Just with the skills and abilities, it is completely broke. So even here, he just dies. Boom, one arrow comes over. But we don't need a flame arrow. We need it to be a stun arrow. See, now we got the RNG. There's one ult. Got chain stuns there. And Ainz is still up. Should have it this time. Arthur taking out Arthur. Look at that. Very nice. Even if you join a great... Yeah, you can loan Garrison. Either way you can get them. Chapter 37 nerf will come eventually. Yeah, I know. We're just trying to make progression in here. We know the Chapter 37 nerf will come. It always does. Especially, I believe they're introducing Chapter 46. I think if I think it was Chapter 46 that is coming, guys. So it's kind of crazy, but yeah, Chapter 46, I believe, is the one I seen earlier today or maybe yesterday. That's coming. So when we're only in 37 and they're on 46, again, levels, guys. We went from 368 or 468 to 471 in just a week. So gaining 3 levels in a week. Levels are really, if you look at anyone who's further in this game, it is levels, guys. Even the some of the players on my same server are 600 plus already for levels. That's how they're in chapter, 43, 44, 45 is the levels. Just beat 37-14 yesterday. Very nice. We're getting there. We are getting there. Again, just going for the levels, guys. And I hate doing the Thorin cheese. I hate the RNG factor of the whole Thorin cheese. And that just had Kaz left, which was awesome. Queen is more for the PvP 5-fold. I've seen it. So there's been a lot of formations, Brandon, that I've seen Queen in the formation. A lot of players have run Queen in the formation, and it worked pretty well. So I like trying her. I built her out. I like the thought of her, I guess. Not even sure if it's so much the hero. I like her abilities seem really cool. On paper, she seems really good. Most players that use her, she doesn't really do much of anything. Don't use Thorin on 3. Oh, save Thorin. What are we going to use here then? All Negrez, we could go for the immunity and possibly... maybe with some heals if Silas doesn't die after 2 seconds. Yeah, this one I've seen a couple different formations. Again, Thorin was one of them. Gwen's level 30 engraving. So a lot of people thought it did an extra 260% damage. Spicy cannoli, but it does not. It only does 260, which I believe it's a 40%. I think when they broke it down mathematically, it was like a 40% increase. I think that's what they said. Most players were reading it as it was having a 240 or 260% increase, which is not. The base, I guess, is 200 or 220. So the increase is actually pretty low, is what a lot of players have said. The base for that is pretty low. I don't know if we can do some support here. I don't know. I don't know what's going to lurk. Let me see. I am not bulletproof, so I am actually not going to be available tomorrow. That is why we streamed it up tonight. Not going to be available. Not going to be here tomorrow. So this one, they actually ran the Thorin comp. That's what I thought. So look, I'm again looking at AFK Helper, same stage. They ran this and they actually ran it with Aziz. So they ran it with Aziz. So actually dropping out. Let me swap the Thorin comp. I'm going to try it with Aziz. I wonder with the energy regen if that's going to work. So they actually did not use Kelthar. They used Pippa. And they used Aziz. So this was the exact team comp that they ran, but they did not use Scrag. They used Flora. This is the formation. And again, we're looking at winning formations, working formations over on AFK Helper that got this one done. What's going on? Shaha? The newer generation much easier than the older folks. Yeah, and the other big thing is, remember guys, with us not having signature items, just put it this way. Back in the day, we didn't even have wish lists. So imagine AFK Arena not having wish lists, guys, at all. So when you were summoning for heroes, it was completely random because there was no wish list. And with that, and because of that, one of the side effects were like when I had Pharrell. If you guys look at some of my videos almost 2 years ago, I had Pharrell at Mythic Plus for probably almost 8 months. I think it was roughly 8 months. I'm looking back that I had Pharrell. I could never get him up to Ascended. Never could get him up for such a long time. Then I found the same exact thing with Isolde. Isolde was a hero. He was released. When Isolde was released, I built him. We took him to Mythic Plus. Isolde spent like 7 months before I ever got him built, before I ever got my final copy to build him. It took such a long time, such a crazy long time before I got the opportunity to get him completely built. And this one, I don't know about the Flora, but we're definitely trying it out, guys. Only thing with Queen is her shield is very squishy. I know. So with Queen, the shields, it's always the shields in this game. So most of the heroes that have a shield, you look at Gorvo, you look at Queen, a lot of heroes that have a shield versus having immunity, they get destroyed. They get absolutely destroyed, and it seems to happen every single time that the shields are not super effective, which kind of stinks because all of the heroes that give shields, even look at Inoki, all the heroes that do provide shields don't seem to work very well, guys. The shields do not work as well as they should, which I really feel is one of the reasons why the shielding heroes don't do well. Also with that, the Life Leech. Life Leech is another ability that I've been saying since the beginning of AFK Arena, that they need to adjust, they need to change, they need to do something different with Life Leech, and they never have. Life Leech has always needed to be reworked, and they never have. What's going on, Thomas? Took forever. Yeah, definitely takes forever. Yeah, I know. Just the RNG. And again, most of the Flora stages, this is exactly what it is, guys. It is the RNG factor. If we could take out Grez a little bit faster, it'd be okay. I'm not sure if Lorzen needs to be a little bit stronger. But even Aziz being support, we get him for about 2 seconds and he is down. But there's the stack on Thorin. That's what we need. So I feel like Thorin just needs to take more damage. We did change up his signature item, trying to allow him to get a little bit more crit. Haste and crit. Don't know if it's going to make a difference. I've seen players running him with this and also running it with the call. But we'll have to see. Who should I get plus 30 next? Desira, Iran, Pippa, Damon, or Ezio? That's kind of a tough choice. So Desira, I would say no. Iran, absolutely. Great day. If you're running Iran, you're going to have him at that plus 30 signature item to double the duration of his crowd control. You're definitely going to have to run that and get him built soon. So he's still a priority. Pippa, I don't even think I do a plus 30 signature item. I think I only have her at 20. Damon will run completely fine at 20. Ezio, I believe he is one you do want to take to a plus 30. If I remember correctly, defeats an enemy smoke bomb, again, can be a little situational. So out of there, I'd probably just go with Iran. Just for the simple fact, you know that duration of the freeze of that crowd control is going to come into play, and it does come into play. So I would go with Iran out of there. I sipped Thorin for stage 16. Yeah. Thorin, it's just, again, the RNG of a cheese, guys. And I don't think Flora's going to work just for the simple fact we have her. She's too strong. I think we overbuilt her and she is too strong. But, you know what? We'll try it. What would you say in the engraving order? Priority for plus 30, plus 60? I would absolutely do Ainz. Ainz is the first priority, guys. I would take him. I would build him up. I would build Ainz all the way to a plus 60. Just for the simple fact, we know how strong Ainz is. We know how well he performs. So I would absolutely build him out as soon as possible. Lucretia does well. Not only the massive stat boost that Lucretia is getting out of getting the engraving system, but again, we also know how well that she performs. We know she is phenomenal. Leica, I like the engraving. Raku, I like the engraving on. Maro, I like the engraving on. There's quite a few heroes that can definitely use the engraving. Again, I would focus Ainz and Lucretia first, taking both of them to a plus 60. I have Ainz to Lucretia's at 60, and I have Ainz at 60. So they're both built already. But like I said, looking right now, Raku does really well with the engraving. I like Leica to the plus 30, and then Maro. Maro seems really good as well. Some people are saying Hendrik. Saying Hendrik are doing good. Yep, bulletproof. So a lot of players are saying Saurus, and a lot of people are building Saurus for the Twisted Realm. So you also have to remember, Saurus is one of your main heroes, main damage heroes when it comes to the Twisted Realm. So building them out to more damage, but this one especially because he gets that 2% boost out of there, having that plus 60. And you also remember he gets a ton of stats, guys. Not only with the engraving system do you get the additional skills, but you're also picking up a ton of stats, which is what a lot of people want to do. They want the stat boost. So if you look at the Fabled Realm, a lot of players that are really performing well in the Fabled Realm have Saurus at plus 60. So that's what I've seen is Saurus at plus 60. Thank you for all your content. Oh, you're welcome, Thomas. Thanks for joining the live stream. Again, just trying to get the Thorin cheese to work. It doesn't seem like it's going to get through Rez's shield. I feel like Kelthar needs to be stronger. Because remember, guys, he comes back as a Spectre. He's right there, if you can see him. A lot of times he will take out targets just because of the damage output he has. So even when he comes back as a Spectre, there he died early as a Spectre. I feel like I want to build him up a little more. I want to get that 9 of 9 furniture for him. I mean, they are perfectly stacked for the double ult. We just need a little bit more damage. So it's funny when Kaz is a little acorn there. That one, I think we almost had Grez down. But look at that, guys. Almost 100 million damage from Thorin. Crazy to see. Let's see if we can do any of these other ones. See, this one I'm going to have to go through and build out. Just build out these teams. Oh, I put... We got Namora down there. I don't want to put Namora in this formation. We put Leica. Start the cycle a little bit quicker with Mahira. Might be able to get this down. It's going to be RNG with the totems too. Brutus is just here fighting totems. That's all he's doing. See you later, Brandon. Have a good night. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get this one down tonight. But I'm glad we got one more boss stage down, which is awesome. We're going to have to set some time aside to really just make some progression in here. Brutus I love for the immunity, but I don't like the pushback. See right there, we got a totem dropped on our head. When a totem drops on Rose's head, she just kind of falls over. But we might have to pop Khazard in this one. Khazard, with the duration increase that he does, makes a pretty big difference. Again, a totem takes him out. But RNG, we could definitely... what's going on, Emmett? Do I remember you? Emmett. No, I don't. I'm trying to think. I probably will. Names I'm bad with. Usually pretty bad with names, to be honest. Oh, have a great night. Emmett. Did I do summons for Emmett? It's funny. I was in the service with a guy named Emmett. Probably not the same guy, but... All right, guys. Khazard's up on this one. Got the stuns. There we go. We got Entendre killing the own team. Another ult. We can take down a couple more targets, guys. This is the chain stun we're looking for. This is the RNG factor of this team. I used Isold in 4. I think this one's going to work. If we can get Vert down, or no, if we can keep Taline down, there we go. So 4, we got that one down. This one, it shouldn't be a problem for Alnigrez, but do we save Alnigrez for this? I'd love to get this stage down, guys. It'd be awesome to get this one down. I asked the question last. What question was it? Usually I remember the questions. Surprising enough. Oh, if you got questions, yeah, definitely throw them in there. I think the last live stream last week with the questions. Also, should I make plus 30 artifact first? Isolde, Silas, or Damon? I would do Silas. Yeah, I would absolutely do Silas within that combination. Isolde, you definitely want to build too, but Silas does a buff, and he's used in the Twisted Realm. That's the big thing there. Oh, the plus 30 Wukong. I like Wukong. I always try to get Wukong to work. He's a hero that I feel like could work or should work, but a lot of times he doesn't. A lot of times I cannot seem to get him to work. And this one, of course, we're fighting Oden over here. You know what? Let's swap this up. And I'm going to bust out the big gun and try to take out Oden. Look how fast Atalia just kills targets. That's crazy. Look at that, 557 million damage. Wow. Sidlax, thank you for letting us borrow her. All right, brings us back to our RNG, guys. I want to see if we can get this down. Again, we know we have everyone stacked. Even their Tassie was almost dead on that one. That is right, Ryan. What is going on? I told you I didn't see Titus, and you told me it was... Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Emmett, see? You just got to remind me. Yeah, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the content we do, especially Vulcan and me, the early content is test server. It's always up on the test server first. A lot of people watch the videos and wonder why I have access to everything. It's not. It's the test server. Let me look at a couple more. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm honestly thinking is my level deficiency isn't big enough to do enough damage to the retaliation ability. What could we put in place? Which there, literally, it was just Kaz. That was actually pretty close there. What's going on, James? Never seen a live stream. Always watch the video. Yeah, I know. Once it works, guys, I feel like if we could get the RNG just to work, but I know the amount of time that is taken into getting the lives or getting the RNG to work. Let me look at AFK Helper. Let me see what other formations they got in here for this one, because most of them are. Let me see. Even more around my level. So let's see. This one is freaking Thorin cheese. Wombats is Thorin cheese. It's so funny just how prevalent Thorin cheese is, which they just literally sacrificed everybody. We brought all level 0 guys. We're all level one heroes. And Thorin cheese, 1.7 billion damage his Thorin did. The next one down was the same. Next one down was Thorin cheese. That one is Thorin cheese. 1, 2, 3, which that is Thorin in the back. So he dropped Thorin in the back, put Kelthar here. Some of these pictures are tiny. Then he put Aziz. This was his Thorin cheese. You know what? Let's change it up a little bit. We'll try. I think it's going to be kind of the same. But I thought that almost killed everybody. Yeah, there's a couple of players that dropped Thorin in the back, and I guess it worked. Now it seems like he's just getting controlled. Now we're not even getting to alt. But maybe this is the trick. We'll see. Yeah, everybody hates the Flora stages, guys. They are honestly just the biggest. The Flora stages are just a pain in the ass that everyone has to deal with, unfortunately. Let's drop the call on him. So we just need him to click to alt. We almost got it the first time. See, but I don't like that because Namor is not coming over. So we'll see. Yeah, been playing 43 days, took Damon to plus 30, and he carried me hard, just finished 24. Yeah, absolutely. Damon will carry real hard. That's what I did on my free-to-play account. I think I'm on 32 now. I think chapter 32 or 33 with Damon. Still running Damon through there. And still doing really well with running Damon in there. It's cool to see. Hey, mate, what's a good Thorin cheese? This is Thorin cheese. This is what we're trying to get to work here, is the Thorin cheese. So a lot of players run it. Thorin, Cathar, with Lorzen is a good combination of the cheese. A lot of people run it with Flora. If you have Flora built, Flora you can't run with the cheese because she does shields and she does the haste. So since I have my Flora built, she's not going to work in the cheese formation, which kind of stinks, but ultimately it doesn't work. Is Grez worth ascending before Pharrell and Oden if you don't have Ulna? Nathan, the big thing with Grez is you want to build him because of the Twisted Realm. So he is a hero you are going to use in the Twisted Realm. The sooner you have him built and the stronger he's going to be within the Twisted Realm. So most players do build him out kind of as soon as possible because, again, it is the hero you're going to be using. You are going to use him in the Twisted Realm, and you do use him in the Twisted Realm. He works. He works really well. Even without Ulna, Grez will still work in a lot of formations. He works in the Twisted Realm. A lot of places he is still going to work, which is good. How do you prioritize the Maulers SI? I've got Kren already. Now I want Titus, but what about Screg, Skarath, and Cetrana? Honestly, out of those, Screg doesn't need a plus 30 signature item. You can keep Screg at plus 20. My Screg, I think, is at plus 20. He is at plus 20. He's at plus 20. Needs furniture, but doesn't need the plus 30 signature item. Skarath, the same. The Skarath is there for the 5 pull. If you're not running Skarath within the Twisted Realm, there's no reason to have his plus 30 signature item. Cetrana will work. Again, a lot of players don't run many Maulers at all. I would seriously, if you're prioritizing Maulers, I would get Granite to plus 30. Get Granite, build Granite. You're going to use him. Honestly, you're going to use Granite in there. Use Taline instead. We can drop Taline in here. A lot of people have run Taline in this formation too. We've seen that combination before. It's been a while. Usually with Thorin Cheese, see, she died right off the bat. She died a second time. So if she did get a chance to come back, she would be pretty strong. And there she gets teleported onto the head of Namora. See, I don't think it's going to be enough. You run that comp, you need Thorin to clear all in one ult. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm either hoping that or hoping that Cathar is going to be... Because a lot of players run the stall team too. So dropping out these two, actually running not Cathar, but running with... stall team, who is it? It's Theowen. But, she's only on level 1. running with Theowin, and then running with Flora because I have Flora maxed out. Orthos is another one that's pretty good at stalling. I forget who else. Did we run Scrag in the stall team? It's been a long time since I've ran a stall team that's reliant on the Flora damage. If anyone remembers, tell me what it is. What the stall team is. I don't even remember it. But I think it was better with Tailing up front. So we have Orthos built too. But again, he's fully built tank. And this is the problem we have with tanks, guys. Even looking at Thorin, even looking at Orthos, plus 30 signature item, 9 of 9 furniture, straight tank spec. He dies in the matter of seconds. So it's kind of crazy how fast he dies. Same with Wukong. We have Wukong completely maxed out. Dies super fast. Usually 1 or 2 hits, guys, and Wukong is done. That's why the crowd control wins. Just like we've said before, crowd control is honestly what wins in this formation. We can try a couple different formations, maybe with an Isolde and a Daemon. And again, I don't think we're going to get through this one. I don't have the patience to sit here and Thorin cheese for the next 2 hours. But we know the Thorin cheese works. And we know it works well. Watch us get it on a completely random formation. I'm thinking, because we can even... You know what? Hodgkin will throw Thorin up a giant ship. I wonder if that'll make a difference. The L formation worked for me with Thorin in the back, but I was north of 490. Yeah, a lot of people, again, kind of run the 3 formation with Thorin. Again, I don't know if he's taken enough damage. So running Lorzen. So this was the formation that we were running earlier. Was just running Kelthar and then running Lorzen right in the back. Then running triple calls. See, I think with this team comp, it's not going to work. We need more. We need more. Is SI plus 30 Granite good in the Lucretia comps? It is. It will actually freeze the enemies. It'll stone the enemies really fast. It's pretty cool. I was playing around with Granite quite a bit, and the way that he works, it's pretty cool how Granite works with his Petrify ability. I personally like it. I think it's a really cool ability. And again, how it's built, it works well. It does work well. What's going on, Darkplane? Welcome to the very late night stream. I believe it is already just past midnight, guys. So we're about done with the stream. Wukong, Antandra. Is it worth building Titus? If it's Titus, oh yeah. If it's Titus the Celestial, no. Unfortunately, no one is using Titus the Celestial. Titus the Mauler, yes. Titus the Mauler does do pretty well because he's one of the few Maulers that have the crowd control aspect. Which I think here I like this way better. We need is just one good cheese. That's all we need, guys. Yeah. Like I said, we know these formations work. These formations have been tested. They're tried and true. It just takes the RNG aspect of it. Because looking at some of them, again, on AFK Helper, they're running Kelthar. Again, they're running Kelthar up front on some of these. See this one, so they're running, this one has Lorzen up front, so they're running actually Lorzen, and then Thorin right there. Then it is Leica. See, this is another variation that worked with the Thorin cheese. So I said with AFK Helper, you have a lot of options, guys. It's just getting it to work. Yes, Darkblane, it does. It's actually my son's 5th birthday party tomorrow, so there will be no live stream tomorrow. Have a lot of people coming over. It's going to be a lot of fun with the neighbors and all the kids and all that stuff. So he is 5 already. If you guys seen the pictures of him or the videos, yep. I googled 3716 no right Thorin and check beat this chapter. Connection and try again. Oh. Google's telling me she's about done. 30 may need gear with this one. Let me see. Yeah, I mean we can gear up Thorin, but I think I had all T3 from Damon. Yeah, because we still have pretty much all the Graveborns available. I don't know what else to run here, though. Because short of the Thorin team comp, that's the only ones we ever use there. Which actually, a lot of people use Rain. I wonder about Rain in this formation. I've actually seen that a lot of times in Thorin. Just for the targets to take more damage. But it does throw it off. Where can I find someone with Eins to befriend? If you look at some of my accounts, some of my faction accounts have Eins. And I think, never mind, you got it with that. Just need to edge. Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm thinking. It's just going to be a little bit of RNG with the alt. See, we're linking those two together, which is good. I feel like Grez is the one that we need to really take care of. Seems like he's the one that stays up with the RNG factor. Yeah, Oden's pretty good, but Oden messes with formations. That's kind of the problem. I think this might be the point that we're going to be stuck on this one, guys. There's way too many shields up. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Is even there. I mean, Thorin just gets stomped the second he comes out. And a lot of times, yeah, he's not even getting his ult off. Even with our 5-star call. The big thing, Justin, with running the Thorin cheese with only 3 is when you start getting into very high level deficiencies, it's really... It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier when you get into the very high level deficiencies because you're throwing a massive amount of damage back. When you start getting, like I am a little bit closer in deficiencies because we've been power leveling, Thorin doesn't take enough damage for the retaliation to kill everybody on the retaliation. That's kind of the problem with it, is we're not putting out enough damage, or we're not taking enough damage to retaliate, which is the problem. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do, Matthew. I think I'm going to have to go with Ainz for the third one, and then change up another formation and just maybe sideline the Thorin cheese for a little bit until we start getting bigger with the level deficiencies, is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to have to... do you remember what you used for 37-12-3 teams? I believe we did... We did not do the Thorin cheese. I forget. You'll have to look and see. We're going to have to see what we used. Yeah, see, Leica... Still not kind of sold on Leica. Tassie, no. Looking down here, Pippa. Pippa always seemed to work well within the cheese. Yeah, we're just going to have to get this out. Isabella does well in the Graveborn Tower, but short of the Graveborn Tower, Emmett, even after her rework, they did add a pretty big crowd control aspect to her. But most players don't use Isabella. Now there's a lot of other Graveborn. Honestly, when you think of Isabella, looking in the Graveborn faction, she's pretty far down the line just for the simple fact that we now have Hodgkin, we now have, Desiro, we have Oden. We have so many other heroes. Isabella definitely got pushed down quite a bit down the list. Honestly, she was really good when she first got the rework, but now it doesn't seem like she's going to be very effective at all. Put Pippa behind Thorin. I think it's going to just kind of do the same. Even there, we're just getting absolutely destroyed. Because now it's not bringing over, which I mean, I know we're linking the other way. But it's just going to take some RNG. We're going to have to save this. We'll gain a couple more levels. We can finish this out with the Ainz team. And I think that's where we're going to be at for tonight. So definitely got lucky with the summons. Almost got this one done, guys. We will definitely get it done next time. But very excited for the summons we got done. And that's it. Morrow is complete. He has ascended. So we need to finish out Walker. We need to build Granite, K-Sauce. Wilders are done. Graveborn are done. Still working on Atalia. Definitely have to finish her out. And we got lucky with our copy, guys, of Zekas right there. Then, of course, getting ready for Leonardo da Vinci, which will come on Tuesday. So very, very cool. Are you streaming now instead of tomorrow? Yes, Levi, it is going to be now. Tomorrow's my son's 5th birthday, just like I said earlier. So we're not going to have a stream tomorrow just because I am all tied up for the entire day doing things with him. There we go, guys. Roxy and Sidlax and J Diz giving me some love there with the hero. So very cool to see. All right, guys. So that will do it for the live stream for tonight. Again, it is very late. It's almost 12:30 here. I'm going to go get some sleep before my kids get up in the morning. I'm getting ready for the birthday party. We spent a significant amount of time. So again, guys, thank you for joining me for live stream. It was very last minute tonight. Got a couple things done and then hopped on to do the live stream. So guys, have a great night. We got some videos coming up tomorrow. Remember, we have Leonardo da Vinci that is coming. The Isle of Gold is coming back pretty soon. We have a couple other events that are up on the test server, including the Heroes of Espria. So we have a lot that is coming down the pipeline. So again, that will do it for the live stream for tonight. Have a great night. And as always, thank you guys for watching.